It's not topsy-turvy for you. It's going pretty okay.
It's been okay. Yes, it's been fine. Can't complain. Definitely.
So you have Tandav looking, it's looking very, very promising. And it's also your digital debut. So
Yeah.
what was that experience like? I mean, for an actor, doesn't matter which medium they're in or which platform, but what was it like for you? Do you think it's far more liberating, the digital and OTT format?
I was really excited about working on this medium, and I waited for quite some time actually for like the right thing to come my way. And I wanted to do it with something that I'm really, really excited about, something that I've not got to do before on television and the film that I've done. I mean, something different from those characters. And I got to do that with Tandav. I feel like it just checked so many boxes that it just made sense to transition with something like this. It's been exciting. I think it's a great medium. It's short like cinema. Everything is big, the scale is that, but it's even more detailed because it's a longer format, so you have 9 episodes and you get to like really delve into your character. And even the audiences, I personally really enjoy watching series, and because you get to be with these people for a longer time than a film. So it's
Hmm.
exciting. It's like the best mix of both.
And also true, I mean, this is a
Hmm.
question I do ask actors, but it's always nice to, get their perspective. Also, you've done TV, you've done film, now OTT platform. Do you also actors tend to get stereotyped? A lot of TV actors said, film directors, producers look at us like TV hai to bahut over the top hai, but do you think now, thanks to this medium and thanks to the talent available, those demarcations and those stereotypes and those being boxing talent as TV, film is now getting blurred?
I
Have you
hope so.
personally faced it? Have you
Yes.
personally faced it yourself? Okay.
Yes, I feel like that prejudice is very much there. Of
Hmm.
course, lines are blurring, but especially like for somebody like me who's done a lot of television, I did not like do one show or two shows and then made the shift. But yeah, I have faced that. I think it's hopefully it's changing. I hope that for me it changes now. But I'm also okay to go out there and audition and prove myself as many times as I need to. So that's fine.
But what was like, I mean, initially, I'm sure an actor wants to do all, all platforms. What was the
Yeah.
kind of thing that would get you down or the prejudice you felt like was just so uncalled for?
Uh, it's like you rightly said, it is this notion that all TV actors are loud, or they would act in a certain way, and I don't blame. I mean, I know where this stereotype comes from, because there is a style of that work that happens on television which kind of works there. But I had not done those kind of shows also, and I was
Huh.
very careful and picky about the kind of stuff I was doing. And I got to work with some great directors on television who never asked me to do that kind of a thing. But it,
Hmm.
it does happen to you, like certain, I mean, people expect you to be like that, and then they see you perform. And in my case, I mean, it has worked, and people have been like, oh, we didn't think that you would uh, be like this. And you don't know whether that's a compliment or a you don't know whether to feel good or bad about that, but I'm like, okay.
Wow.
So
So let's talk
that
about,
kind of a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this character, Sana Mir. I mean, she seems to be a very layered character, yeah? I mean, could you resonate with her at any level, or was she absolutely different from you? Because we all have secrets,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was she as a person to you?
Very different from me. There is nothing.
Hmm.
I mean, just her life and the situations are. I couldn't relate with them. I have not experienced any of these things in my life. But of course, I've I've been in college. I have done these things. I mean, I wasn't politically active as such, but I know this world, and there are certain human emotions. It's a very, very well edged character, like actually all characters in the show, and
Hmm.
you connect to those certain human emotions and just try to sort of empathize with the character and be in the moment. I think that's all I did, because it was quite far removed from the life that I have led.
So, what is it like for an actor to get into the mind space of a character you know nothing of? I find it very fascinating. Yeah, I wish I could like travel into the heads of people and just become them. So, I mean, I really envy you actors because you have the ability to do that on, in film, cinema, TV. So what was it like for you?
It's a
Getting into
great
the
part of the
headspace of
job.
someone.
Honestly, it is I think the best part of being an actor. But I wish I could describe. I don't really have a I'm not a trained actor. I learned
Hmm.
everything on the job, and I even discovered that I want to do this after I started acting. So I don't. I wish I knew earlier, and I wish I taken formal training, but I don't. I'm not a trained actor, so I don't think I have a process, or maybe I can't describe it. But
Yeah.
it's yeah. But there are these little things. I think half your job is done when something is very well written and your director gives you, the exact brief and they know what they want. It takes like a day or two to get into it, and then I think one scene kind of just does it, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I found this character, this person. And then there are just little things, little techniques. Sometimes even the costume or the look really helps, I think, for me, because
Hmm.
I'm not somebody who takes it all back home. I get
Okay.
into it and I get out of it. um, so yeah, just getting into that look, sometimes being on location, uh, interacting with other actors as characters, or just rehearsing with them. I think it's sort of like it just happens. I don't know how it happens, but it happens.
Wow. But
Yeah.
I remember speaking to Shah Rukh Khan, who said we act as a split personalities. Ek is you, and suddenly you become
uh,
someone else. So when you were playing Sana Mir, was it like someone you had observed, someone you had seen, in that costume? Like, I think I knew somebody like her. Ever did that thought come to you? Had you observed someone?
it wasn't any one person. It's a
Okay.
fictional character. I wasn't given any reference. Also,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that would happen when you play a real life character, or it's a
Hmm.
biopic or something. So I
Hmm.
didn't have to really observe anybody. Um, but like I said, even though whatever's happening to her, I have not experienced, but it's believable, it's relatable, in the sense, not relatable but believable. So when you read it, when I found her in those situations, with her ambition, her conflict, her everything was, I could really feel for her. And that was it, actually. But of course, that little things, like I said, I mean, you've seen people, she is like any other girl, it's just that she's in extraordinary circumstances.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, it was just, I think, being true to that moment and taking one scene at a time.
So, what was it like? You have an ensemble cast. I mean, fabulous characters in this show, and everyone's got an equal arc, like, with Tandav. Like, everyone has an important role to play. Who was the
Yeah.
other character than yours that you were most fascinated with? Like, like, wish I could play that.
No, I don't think I could play any other character in the show. I think I just fit for this one, I think. But a lot of them, this is a tough one. I think that Anuradha, the character that Dimple Ma'am is playing,
Yeah.
is a brilliant character to play, and she would be so fabulous. I can't be like, I wish I could, and I can't also, because it's not like that. But that is one
Come on, she's
character.
been here 5 decades. You have more time to go. It's okay.
No, no,
Who
but
knows,
like, I
yeah?
mean,
She's been here five
she's
decades.
a legend. But yeah, so that is one character that's very fascinating. Also, you don't get to read so many great women characters generally, and
Yes.
especially for actors like her at this time on OTT. So that was really cool. And when we got to know that she's playing it, we were like, oh my god, she's going to nail this. This is going to
Awesome.
be amazing. Yeah.
Awesome. And also you spoke about women characters. Do you, for somebody who's done TV, because TV में you had to stereotype ना, अच्छी है,
Yeah.
आदर्शवादी है या vamp है, वो middle level नहीं है. But we are seeing a lot of gray now. The content being written by women are embracing their toxicity, their complexities,
Yes.
and everything. So do you see that happening, or do you think we are a long way from there? Because then
No,
they
I
tend to
think
be judged.
I think it is happening. I think with Tandav it happened, which is also one of the most exciting. I mean, I got really excited by it because you can't slot these characters, a lot of them actually, as like
Mm,
good or bad, black or white, because honestly, nobody is. It just makes them more real when they're flawed, or when they're a little gray,
true.
or more gray, or it depending on what the characters are on TV. But actually, the upside also is that it is a lot about the women.
True.
So women are, I mean, television is really about it's women. um
Yeah.
yeah, that way that medium is very very nice. But but these complex characters and these gray characters and sort of like women who are now embracing uh, complexity and sexuality and everything. I think that is a welcome uh, change, and I really enjoy watching characters like this.
True. So, what is that one change you want to now see in the industry? Because there's been a lot of changes happening. There's a flux happening. What is that
Yeah.
one change you personally want to see going forward now in the industry?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer this. I feel like I'm too new, but I feel that with OTT becoming so big, especially in the last
Hmm.
year, I feel like a lot of content is being made. A lot of stuff is suddenly being produced. I mean, one knows because you get calls and you get to know and everything. But that's the thing. That's exactly. I hope that we take that much time to develop each project, and it just doesn't become about just putting out as much content as possible.
Ha.
Because I feel like that is the problem with television. Not a problem. I mean, that is the medium. Television is for that. It does quantity. It is
Hmm.
available every day to watch, and I feel like a lot is happening, but I hope that where you get to see stuff that is made with a lot of care and a lot of
True. And also, there's another thing about the star system. A lot of people feel the OTT came, and everyone was, it was democratic. Every new talent was being discovered. Do you think it'll upend the
yeah.
star system, or do you think it'll also get into that thing about, because a lot of film stars are wanting to make their digital debuts?
I hope not. I think I like the way that it is. I think people are cast as for their characters and not because they need a certain opening. I really like this change. 2020 has shown us some brilliant actors who've been around have actually shown and come to the forefront. I think this is a great trend, and uh,
Gee,
and yeah, I really welcome it. I mean, I hope that it doesn't turn into just that. I think we can coexist.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Also, when I was like reading about you, a lot of was your style statement, Kritika's style statement. So you're like a fashion icon amongst people. So what's actually your style mantra? I mean, just Google yourself. The first thing will be she wore this, how she is just like acing the monochrome look, how she's doing that. So what's your style statement? I was most
I'm happy
fascinated
about
with.
it. I really enjoy dressing up. I'm somebody who enjoys fashion. I like expressing myself. I actually get up and it changes my mood. It uplifts me. I feel like uh, actually there are days when I'm in a zone. I feel like something and then I want to dress up like that. So I really enjoy that part. Uh, I mean I'm glad if that's how it comes across also. But I think it happens with all the girls. All of us are
No, but
talked
you're
about with it.
So, I mean, as I Googled you and I saw like you acing, maxing the looks that you've been, spotting through through your promotion. So what was the last thing you Googled?
The last thing I googled. Oh, this is my phone. I can't check. The last thing I googled. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
So that means you've
I
not been
looked up a
Googling much.
restaurant because I have a plan to go for dinner today. So I looked up a restaurant. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the last
So
thing
what
I
was the
googled.
so what was the best thing that happened to you in this lockdown?
The fact that I got to spend a lot of time with my parents. I live on my own in Bombay. I've been away from home for a very long time, actually, since school. I was in a boarding school also. So yeah, this was the first time since I left home. I went back and I spent so much time with my parents in my hometown. So I think that was a blessing.
Awesome. So define your work in 3 words. What is it for you?
Uh, my work for me is fashion. Um Fashion, exciting, and nerve-wracking at sometimes. Nerve-wracking sometimes.
I'm sure that. So, which is
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
I'm sure there are offers that come to you, and I'm sure you pick and choose. But which is
Hmm.
that one character or part that is a no-no for you? I mean, you rather not do it. What are the kind of roles you turn down?
Uh, I don't want to play a prop in a man's world.
Mm.
I
Ah.
feel like, and those come a lot. There are a lot of those. So that is something that I don't want to do. I also feel like sometimes things are just, sometimes I've read stuff where things are just written for effect.
Yeah.
The so-called bold roles are not really bold. They're just they're just to grab eyeballs. I think that's also something that I'm not really a fan of myself. And then of
Mm.
course something that I may have a problem with in terms of my values or principles, in that sense, if I
Mm.
feel like it's something that should not be, or I should not glorify it, or something that is not being said in the right way. So yeah.
Mm. So one song on your playlist which is on loop.
One song which is on loop right now is this Spanish song. I don't even know the song. I Shazammed it somewhere and it's playing on my phone all the time.
That happens, and then you just get so hooked onto it.
Yes, it's become like the theme to my day. I'm doing makeup and everything, playing that song in the background. Randomly found it.
Your celebrity crush and the time that you had a starstruck moment.
Shah Rukh Khan is my
Oh
celebrity
yeah,
crush.
he's an
All of
emotion,
us,
as I
right?
say. As I say, he's an
Exactly.
emotion.
Yes. And I also got to meet him a few years back. I've met him a couple of times. I mean, met as in just like, I don't think he would know, but but yeah, that was really cool. That was quite a milestone in my life. And recently, I got the chance to work with Nasiruddin Shah, which I
Wow.
think was also something I ticked off my bucket list. So that was also a very, uh, you know, I played it really cool, but I was kind of starstruck.
Awesome. So, what can we look forward to from you after Tandav? And do you also feel that the kind of offers that are coming your way have also changed with the kind of work that you've started doing and started accepting and rejecting?
Yes, thankfully, and I feel like I mean I hope that it's a start of this new era for me, or like I get more offers like this. But yeah, some exciting work is coming. Tandav is up for release. It's going to be out like now, and then I've also finished filming for another series, which is where I'm completely different from what I'm doing in Tandav. My character is like really, really that show, that world itself is like so far from what's happening in Tandav. So that's exciting. That should come out, I think, summer this year. So these are the two things that are absolutely ready, and I can talk about them. But yeah,
Awesome.
most excited about these.
And lastly, a word of advice you would you want to give to those all those hopefuls? Because I know in this country there are two things that people want to do: either play cricket or become an actor. And it's easier said than done. It's a lot of
Yeah.
struggle, a lot of hard work, and there is anxiety, there is highs and lows, success and failure. So, what is that one advice you would want to give to people who are aspiring to be in your shoes? And if something from your life that you could motivate them with?
I think a lot has been said about this, and if it is your passion, if this is what you really want to do, I feel like you will do it anyway. But I think for people who are in the city and who are trying, I just want to say that don't take rejection personally. Don't take it to heart.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on behind the choosing process, and it's you're brave to go out there and put yourself out there to be judged every single day. I think that itself is a big feat, and you should congratulate yourself for that, and just keep going on, and never take it personally or to heart or feel disheartened, or you know yeah, that
Absolutely.
yeah.
So it's a new year. What is your non-resolution for the year? Non-resolution.
The only non-resolutions, because 2020 has taught us that plans don't work and resolutions are rubbish. I mean,
Absolutely agree with you.
yeah, I think I've decided to just live in the moment and be enjoy the small things in life, the small joys that we take for granted, that we've been deprived of the last year.
Anyways, all
Yeah.
the very best. Looking forward to Tandav and to Sana
Thank you
Mir,
so
and
much.
hope we meet in person. All the very best.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
me.
You too. You too. You too.